Okay, so I finally decided to take the advice of a friend and go ahead and start making videos via webcam. And I'm using the one I currently have on my PC. It's very grainy, as you can see, and the frame rate is bad, but overall I have a pretty good backdrop as I call myself Otaku J. I'm committed to the cause, as you can plainly see with all the manga and anime and other related products behind me. I believe I have wrong hand there. I believe I have the 7 remake right behind me. Anyways, the whole point of this video is to talk about a little bit of news coming from Nintendo. I watched Reviw Tech USA, and now I'm currently informed that Nintendo's latest update has a few hidden tidbits of convenience that they have uploaded. According to some data mine source, which I can't remember, Reviw Tech USA did mention it. I'll go ahead and leave it in a link in the description below. But anyways, the big news is that for some reason there's another source code for another screen in the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of good news if you think about it that way. Which could be a new screen added onto the Switch, which really doesn't make any sense to me. The only other thing that I could think of that might make sense is they're adding another screen to the Switch Lite, or perhaps you're going to give the Switch Lite the capability to hook up to an outside screen. So in other words, you could actually hook that up to your big screen TV or other monitor. Or could this possibly mean that there's going to be some sort of implementation of DS games onto the Switch, probably via the eShop? That way you can play any previous Nintendo DS game on the Switch, which makes sense since the Switch itself is touchscreen. So most games should be compatible in theory anyway. It could be even possible that they're making an even smaller Switch that could be related in design to the Nintendo DS itself, thus making it an even smaller Switch than the Switch Lite, which they more than likely will call a Switch Mini or something close to that. Who knows for sure? Although an added on screen really doesn't make much sense, other than maybe to give on the Switch Lite perhaps a second player as a screen to look off of, instead of having to share that one miniature screen for 2 players or even multiplayers. Who knows for sure? But as far as the Switch Lite is, I wouldn't say it's worth it just because that it can't even hook up to an alternative monitor. But perhaps they found a way around that, and Nintendo is putting this on the Switch Lite, which is a possible thing that I'm thinking of. But other than a possible DS add-on, which I'm hoping happens, that way I can play old school DS games on the Switch itself. But it would be even better if they had some sort of add-on where you could actually play the DS cartridges and then have some sort of emulation going on. That way you can still play the games either on the Switch itself, which is exponentially a bigger screen in and out of itself. But man, it would be great to play it on a big screen TV, 55, 65, or even 40, 27, doesn't matter, as long as it's on a big screen TV. Lots of people have been waiting for this. Most people just send their DSs into, I can't remember, some location in Japan, and they'll modify it for you for an exuberant price. But in actuality, it really seems worth it if you can afford it. If Nintendo can actually get themselves in gear and help out the fans, I mean, this is something that's long overdue that they actually need to implement. Okay, real quick, I did come up with another idea after the fact, and that would be perhaps Nintendo is deciding to add the 3D element just like the DS onto the Switch and the Switch Lite. That might be a thing. I mean, they are all about the gimmicks to get you to buy their products, so I mean, it's quite possible that they might do that. After all, the 3DS is becoming obsolete, so why not just transfer that technology onto the current systems like the Switch and the Switch Lite? I don't think I have anything more else to comment on this short little video, but yeah, I guess face reveal. This is Otaku J signing out. This is Otaku J signing out, and have a good one, y'all.